Back to Bryant Park. This is unbelievable. I'm so happy to see all your faces. Albeit, I'm gonna do the maskless because I think even though I'm really used to working with one, I'm gonna keep it off just because I'm more than 6 feet away from everybody. So that's okay. If anybody wants me to put it back on, I'll put it back on for whatever reason. Let's see. What do I know? B major. Oh, well, bass solo. Anybody know the name of that song? If you do, I'm buying the whole town a drink. Oh, I lose. Oh, I'm off to a rough start. Oh, boy. How do you know Crazy Rhythm? Now, Crazy Rhythm was written 93 years ago by, let's see, Joseph Meyer. Is that correct? Joseph Meyer. No relation to the Meyer department stores. I'm sure he's sad about that. And the lyrics are by Irving Caesar. Hail Caesar. You know that Irving Caesar was still writing lyrics in the 1970s? Can you name any other song? Oh, I can't believe you're here. Look at you. Lakefield Jazz Fest. Oh, check you out. See, I thought I was cool by having an Art Tatum tie, but you know, I think you win. This is a hand-painted tie. There's a woman named Jane Ireland. If you know anybody who's into ties, I haven't seen one other tie besides me, but that's cool. There is a woman in England named Jane Ireland, and she paints ties. I got a Teddy Wilson tie. I think I'll wear that one tomorrow. I got a Shaquille Gonzaga tie. Yes. I'm going to have a Dave Frischberg tie too, because I like his music too. Crazy Rhythm, 1928. What a great song. Should I stick to the 1920s, or should I move forward into yet another decade? Any,
Whichever you like.
Which one? Whatever one from? Okay, oh, well, let's see. Okay. Can I play something from 1945? Absolutely. Okay. I'm not going to drop names. Has anybody heard the names Jay Livingston and Ray Evans? Ever heard those names?
Bonanza.
Oh, check you out. That has words. They wrote the words and the music. How about that? The words aren't very good, I gotta be honest. But I can't tell a lie. But I did like them. And they were born 6 weeks apart in the year 1915. Jay Livingston was born on March 28th. And let's see, Ray Evans was born on February 4th. 1915. They were a songwriting team that worked together for 60 plus years at Paramount and everywhere else. Any case, and I got a call from Jay Livingston on the phone. I was like, "Hi, John, it's Jay Livingston." I was like, "Which one of my friends is pranking me?" But it was really him. He said, I heard you on the radio. Would you be interested in recording some of my songs? Heck yeah. Heck to the yeah. I said, sure. I said, do you know any of them? I said, a couple hundred, yeah. You know, so he said, well, think of your favorite 25 and we'll do those. I did 22 the first day, the second day, he said, do 20 more. So I'm going to play one that I recorded for, get this, well, they used it in a movie called Nurse Betty, but it ended up in a landfill. Didn't use it. With Renee Zellweger. So I almost was in a film with Renee Zellweger. If anybody can identify this song, okay, I'm gonna buy half the town a drink. I gotta lower my wrist here. Okay. This is the most often recorded song by Jay Livingston and Ray Evans. It was in 1956 and it won an Oscar. Mensa group. What time signature am I in? Gotcha. It was a drill I used to do as a kid. It's normally a waltz, right, like this. But as a kid, I used to do this little drill where I just put things in 5. Different keys. Accept that as approval. What is the name of that song? Oh, you guys, man. Okay. Who else read all the Charlie Brown books as a kid? Anybody? I was a Charlie Brown completist. In fact, it was kind of interesting when I first heard their voices on the TV specials. I began to reread the books with different ears and different eyes, I think. That's what Lucy sounds like. Lucy actually became a more sympathetic character after I heard watching TV shows, because they used to think she was a crabby fuss budget, but it turns out she was actually this just smart, precocious kid who was misunderstood. You know, she had the hots for Schroeder, and you know, that didn't hurt either. So, anyway, what else? Should I just play whatever? Oh, I was going to play Livingston Evans, and oh, by the way, did I mention that somebody added 11 extra bars to Que Sera Sera? Do you know who? Hint, the cute Beatle. Who's the cutest of the Beatles? Paul, of course. Paul McCartney, born on the 18th of June of 1942. Thank you very much. It shares a birthday with Sammy Cahn, the other great songwriter. How about that? Small world. Born 1913, New York City. Okay, but I digress. Paul McCartney added 11 bars. He approached Livingston and Evans and said, hey, I wrote an extra 11 bars. Do you mind? What do you think? Can we share the residuals? And Livingston and Evans, they didn't have it. But it went like this. Very hot recorded. It goes like this. You don't hear that too often, do you? Well, I think it's not really legitimately added because they didn't really partner. There's sometimes people added words later on to some existing song. That happens quite a bit. There was a song written in 1935. It just pops into my head right now. Stream of Unconsciousness, I'm going to call it. Okay, how's that? 1935, there was a movie called A Night at the Opera. Has anybody ever seen that movie? Marx Brothers, they all get into a small room with the Marx Brothers. And there was the music was written mainly by Burt Kalmar and Harry Ruby. And there was one extra song written for this film, co-written by Oscar Hammerstein, the Oscar Hammerstein, the famous, who was in between partnerships with Jerome Kern and had not yet worked with Richard Rodgers. And he wrote something called A Mist Was on the Meadow. It was written for the film, Night at the Opera, never used, okay? Want to hear a little bit of it? Because I bet everybody within earshot knows it, okay? One of those songs, it goes, A Mist Was on the Meadow. Softly, a nightingale was calling, the evening sun was falling and setting in the blue. Gaily, I walked along with you, a mist was on the meadow. Does that sound familiar? What does it sound like? It sounds like A Kiss to Build a Dream On. Well, as luck would have it, they wrote this song. It was not used in the film. It was never sung by Kitty Carlisle and Alan Jones or the Marx Brothers. It was kind of put into a trunk, which happens to a lot of songs. And by 1949 or so, this is 14 years later, Hammerstein and Kalmar and Ruby started corresponding back and forth, and they said, really? This was on the Meadow? Yeah. Did you write some extra lyrics? Yeah. What are they? Give me a kiss to build a dream on. And they said, hey, I think I hear a cash register ringing. Let's do something with this. So they sold it to MGM, lo and behold. And it's used in a 1951 film called The Strip, which starred every jazz musician you ever wanted to see in a film. It was great. It was brilliant. And the main star, the name on top of the marquee, was Mickey Rooney. Okay, Mickey Rooney played a drummer and a Korean War vet. All right, and Louis Armstrong is in the film because every great jazz musician, of course. And he got up and he said, "Give me a kiss to build a dream," and that became one of his signature songs. So anyway, why did I say that? I forget why. Should I play that song? Why not? What key? The thing is, I need a number between 0 and 7. And first number I hear 4. 4. I heard 4. 4 flats or sharps?
Flats.
4 flats. 4 like the Maple Leaf Rally. Yes. We have a segue. Okay, here is A Kiss to Build a Dream On / A Mist Was on the Meadow in 4 flats. Eyes closed. Heart attack because they recognize the song. So, oh my God. 1935, it should have been a big hit in 1935, but if it had been a big hit in the marks for this film, we may never have heard those alternate lyrics. This is not the first, nor is it the last time. Susie. This is the one responsible for bringing me here, by the way. This is Susie Siegel over there. And Kelsey's also my technical advisor here. She's helping me with the mic, so if you can't hear me, it's my fault, not hers. Okay. So what was I talking about? I forgot completely. I digressed. I distracted myself. Oh, it doesn't matter. Any requests?
Maple Leaf Rag.
The Maple Leaf Rag. Okay. I was in Minsk, Belarus. Well, who's been in Minsk, Belarus? Somebody, I'm sure. Minsk. It sounds like a Popeye word, doesn't it? Minsk meat. Okay, good. Okay. Is Popeye's chicken cooked in olive oil? I swear I haven't had a cup of coffee yet. If I do, look out. I mean, twice as fast. Okay, so this was written in possibly as early. Ragtime scholars tell me this may have been written as early as 1889. It was, I think, copyrighted in 1899. It is arguably, I think, the most important single piece of American music. Okay. And I wish I'd practiced it more before I got here, because I didn't. Okay, I haven't played this song in about 6 months, so we're going to see the true test of how much I love this song. The reason I think it's the most important is because what music sounded like before the Maple Leaf Rag in America was kind of like... It wasn't bad music, but it wasn't American music. It sounded European, very boxy and metronomic, right? Germanic, Scottish. It sounded, because at that stage, let's face it, not gonna lie, America was Junior. How humiliating. So, what happened? Well, the answer to that, the great American wake-up call, as far as I'm concerned, musically, was this piece of music, which was written by the great Scott Joplin, who was born, observe this birthday, by the way, the 24th of November, 1868, in Texarkana, Texas. Who's been to Texarkana, Texas? Look at this, what a great group this is, man. I've never been to Texarkana, Texas. Scott Joplin is buried in New York City. He died April 1st of 1917. He's buried, I want to say, yeah, you can see it, St. Michael's, exactly right. And I think he died at the asylum on one of the islands, like Randall's Island, perhaps? Anyway, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about his good stuff. This is, I was in Minsk, Belarus, so that's what I was starting to say. And I was playing this piece of music and somebody said, the make-believe rag. Close enough. Here, I'll give it the old college try. college try. Or the old collagen try. Maybe I should have done that too. Well, that's coming up. It just turned 60, so there you go. That's coming. All right, Maple Leaf Rag. Scott Joplin. That was something. That was a song that kind of American music just took everything followed that direction essentially. There was still some kind of those kind of songs were still written, but they were considered not anywhere near as cool as the ragtime stuff, because the ragtime stuff was just, it made everybody want to dance. And in fact, it was, I think I would argue that it was kind of what gave America some artistic legitimacy overseas. In other words, even in France, we had people like the venerable Claude Debussy, right? That guy writing. Piano lessons. What's the name of that? If you guys know this one, I swear to God, this is the smartest group of people. I swear to God, I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky. Anybody who says that Americans don't know stuff, we know stuff. New York City people know stuff. All right. Gollywog's Cakewalk. Why on earth was a European composer writing cakewalks? Because ragtime had suddenly put us on the artistic world stage in a more respectable place. It just happened because of Scott Joplin. So that's why I think the guy left. Okay. He doesn't want to hear the Maple Leaf Rag and he left. Oh sure. Just ask for a request and then leave. I thought he was giving me a standing ovation, but he just got to believe this. Okay. So should I just play whatever comes into my brain, or do you got a request? Stardust. Isn't that? I'm sorry, that's Chartus. Hardy har har. Okay. I don't know. Again, the tangents. You never know what you're gonna get. What key you want Stardust in? C. The C. The people's key. C major. Okay. I'll even play the verse. All right. Did you know that Hoagy Carmichael wrote this originally as a fast song? In fact, there's even a recording of it as an instrumental in 1927. Both the Dorsey brothers that we know, Tommy and Jimmy, I believe, were on this recording. And it went about like this fast. I'll just give you. Who approached him said, "It's a nice little melody, but can we try it at half tempo?" And sure, that's more like it, right? Stardust. Almost 4,000 recordings of Stardust have been made. In fact, as recently as 1990, I think I read this in Harper's, where they have the 10 most often recorded songs of all time. And they're all written by Americans, interestingly enough. And they were off. What a wealth of music we have in that American popular songbook. Huh? So the 10th most often recorded song as of 1990 was the Oscar winner of 1939, Over the Rainbow. 9th was Blues in the Night, which is not an easy song. It's also written by Harold Arlen and Johnny Mercer with the words of that. 8th was Someone to Watch Over Me. 7th was All the Things You Are by Jerome Kern and Oscar Hammerstein. 6th was Stormy Weather. 5th was Summertime, Gershwin's. 4th was Body and Soul, which is not an easy song either, written by 4 people. That's Johnny Green, Edward Heyman, Robert Sauer, and Frank Aiton. 3rd was September Song. Well, that was written by German. I take that back. It wasn't German-American. 2nd was St. Louis Blues, written by W.C. Handy, and 1st was Stardust. But I digress. How do I remember that? I don't know. Sometimes, isn't that amazing? Sometimes the stuff that's in your Rolodex, like 50 years later, you take it, oh yeah, I know that thing. Yeah, I got that. I remember that. I remember. How about this? Remember Me? You know the song called Remember Me? Not I Remember You, but Remember Me. Okay, 1937, I'm going to play it. Written by 2 guys from New York. One guy from New York, one guy from Switzerland. The guy from New York was Harry Warren, whose real name was Salvatore Anthony Guaragna. He changed his name to Harry Warren because that's what his sisters called him as a kid. The lyricist was Al Dubin, who was from Switzerland. Okay, and I'll play a song called Remember Me. It goes like this. 30s. Remember Me, not to be confused with I Remember You. The words, and get this is written by a guy from Switzerland, so English is not even his first language. I think the words, if I'm not mistaken, is from a movie called Mr. Dodds Goes to Town. The words are something like, do you remember one September afternoon? I stood with you and listened to a wedding tune? And didn't I go with you on your honeymoon? Remember me. I love that. Do you recall a cottage small upon a hill, where every day I had to pay another bill? And if I'm not mistaken, dear, I pay them still. Remember me. Isn't that great? I'm telling you right now, they do not write them like they used to. That's, you know, you can file it under dad joke, you know, humor, but I love it, man. I mean, I never get tired of that. What else you want to hear? Any requests?
Janine.
Janine, I mean, as in last night I saw Janine. That one? Yeah. You might have to help me with the bridge. It's been a while. I don't remember the bridge at all. lot, and this is, maybe it's just me, but I find myself saying, about a year ago, 2 years ago, do you do that? What happened in 2000, man? I just saw a penny with 2020 and I was like, oh, that's a brand new pen. No, it's not. Yikes. Anyway, I thought maybe it's just my memory, failing me. Which I have a friend. Do you guys know Houston Person, the sax player? Yes. He described it as jazzheimers, where he says it starts when you forget the bridge. So what else do we know? I almost. Which one? Who? We have owls. The fire dance. How about that? I'm going to make the city blend in with whatever I'm doing, okay? Who was written by Jerome Kern and is it Otto Harbach, I want to say? About 1925, right from Sally? Where the heck is Sally anyway? Whatever became of Sally? That's what I want to know. Okay, so. Ann Miller, born on April 12th of 1918?
No,
Yeah, what's that?
She died in 1930.
Oh, okay.
Something like 1905.
Oh, the different Ann. Okay, I think it said Ann Miller. Okay. She was born on April 12th, as was Sean Cassidy and David Letterman and Tiny Tim and John Mulder and Vince Gill and Claire Danes.
You're right. Marilyn Miller?
Marilyn Miller, yeah. Not Marilyn Manson. I don't do any of this stuff. Okay. But who? Okay. She's in trouble in her heat. I keep saying she. We have an interspecies number. Curiosity Shop, the TV show. They asked the 6 questions: who, when, what, where. Written by Henry Mancini, born on April 16th of 1924. But I digress. What else do we know?
Black Magic.
Which one?
Black Magic.
That old Black Magic, introduced by Johnny Johnson. I wonder how he got famous, because his name is Johnny Johnson. Johnny Johnson was in a film called Star Spangled Rhythm. This is 1943, and Vera Zarina was his girlfriend. He was a soldier and he was lonely, and he was looking at a picture of his girlfriend Vera Zarina, who was she had like in a ballet pose, sort of up on one toe and balanced. And he was looking at a picture and feeling really lonely, and the picture comes to life. I don't know how they did this special effect back in 1943. It was pretty advanced. It looked like a little iPad he was holding, and snowflakes started falling on her, and he sang the following song with lyrics by Johnny Mercer. switch to? Anybody? I'm in B flat. What should I switch to? Number 0 to 7.
7.
7. Flats or sharps?
Sharp.
I love being a piano player. Quote, by the way, from Bach's fugue in C sharp major. What's that doing on the Rolodex? God only knows. God only knows what I be. What else do we know?
Skylark.
Skylark. That was written, believe it or not, Hoagie Carmichael, born on the 22nd of November of 1899 in Bloomington, Indiana. Very good. Area code 812. Yeah. We wrote that with Johnny Mercer, who was born in Savannah, Georgia on the 18th of November of 1990. That was almost within 4 days of being 10 years apart. Isn't that something? Wow. Is it a coincidence? I don't think so. And also the 912 area code. Savannah, Georgia is the 912. 912, 812. Oh boy, the stars lined up. What happened is Hoagie writes this great melody, all right? Because, by the way, does anybody know about skylarks, what skylarks are? I mean, what are they, day birds, night birds? Does anybody know? They're early morning birds, and you find very few of them in the United States. They're mainly in England and like Western Europe. And they have the longest song of any bird that they've ever described. The longest, like 300-note melody that they have. And it's very fitting that this song by Hoagie Carmichael, written in 1933, lyrics added in 1941 because he gave it to Johnny Mercer, who put it in a drawer somewhere and forgot about it. And Hoagie's like, years later, he's like, whatever happened to that tune? Yeah, I got it. Yeah, so he hurriedly wrote a great lyric, I think his best lyric of his career, right? It was introduced by Anita O'Day, okay? And but I need a key for Skylark. What key will it be in? 0 to 7.
6.
6. Flats or sharps?
What?
6 flats, okay? Song, isn't it? What's cool about this song is, melody-wise, bars 7 and 8 of every 8-bar phrase. Now we're coming up to bar 7. Most songwriters would stop right there, but Hoagie adds, whoa! Does it again. Stops right there? No? Does he stop there? No. Wow. wasn't great enough. The lyrics, you know the words of this song? Skylark, have you anything to say to me? Won't you tell me where my love can be? Is there a meadow in the mist where someone's waiting to be kissed? If you got a love letter like that, wouldn't you just be like, you still my closer? Then the next one, Skylark, have you seen a valley green with spring, where my heart can go journeying over the shadows and the rain to a blossom-covered lane? And in your lonely flight, haven't you heard the music in the night? Wonderful music. Sad, let's see, what is it? Faint as a will-o'-the-wisp, crazy as a loon, sad as a gypsy serenading the moon. Oh, Skylark, I don't know if you can find these things, but my heart is riding on your wings. So if you see them anywhere, won't you bring me there? Oh! Man, Johnny Mercer. I met Johnny Mercer's daughter, okay? I had the pleasure of meeting him. I'm dropping names all over the place. Shame on me, you know? But hey, I'm just sharing something. Johnny Mercer's daughter, his name was Mandy, and she was born on May 12th of 1939, and I got the pleasure of hanging out with her and interviewing her for a couple hours. I was supposed to interview her for 10 minutes, but she hung out for 2 hours because she was a blast. So much fun. She told me so much about her dad. In fact, there was a song called Mandy Is Two. Have you ever heard this song? Billie Holiday recorded it about 1942. It goes like this. And every year, Johnny Mercer would add the lyrics. It was kind of like, the first one was like, Mandy is two. You ought to see her eyes of cornflower blue. They seem to look as though she actually knew that she's a big girl now. Mandy is two. You ought to see the different things she can do. She tells her alphabet and ties her own shoe. And she's a big girl now. It's real cute, isn't it? Daddy is blue because his little girl is going on 3. Mandy's doing, anyway, he wrote new lyrics for her every birthday. And I said, do you still have any of those? She goes, no. Because when she got to be a little bit older, she thought, oh, this isn't cool anyway, because Mandy is 12. You know, and he had lyrics for everything, you know, rhymed with that. And isn't that always the way it goes? Believe it or not, I just thought of something, and it's kind of a karmic tie-in. Sometimes your brain connects things. Sometimes your antenna's picking up every channel, and they kind of connect things that aren't meant to be connected. I don't know, anybody can you identify which country this is right here?
England.
Close, it's the right colors, it's the Union Jack colors, but it is
Australia.
Norway, very good, very good, very good, right colors, the right colors. Norway, today is Norwegian Independence Day, did you know that? The 17th of May is, they celebrate. I was in Bergen one time at the...
1905?
I want to say, it could be. You know, their national anthem starts out like Deck the Halls. It goes like, right? Fleek, for all our Norwegian friends out there. There is a song, believe it or not, the sort of the, I don't know, I want to say the Over the Rainbow equivalent in Norway is something called In Fyrste Song, okay? It means the first song. The first song I ever heard was a song I heard my mother sing when I was a baby. Then it said, when I got a little bit older, this is kind of tying with the last song we talked about. I got a little bit older, that song wasn't cool anymore, and I was like, yeah, please, Mom, you know, save me. That's if you ever go to Norway and learn that song, you play that and you will have people weeping. You know, it's like the big number for them. That one or this one by Edvard Grieg. I was in the Edvard Grieg Museum, which is the tiniest, about smaller than one of these kiosks. It's like that one room right there. That was the whole house. It's a red house near outside of Bergen, Norway. He's the guy who wrote the stuff like, you know. this thing. This is a song called Fola Fola Blacka. If you do this, something every country I ever visit, I try to learn some kids songs because nothing you can connect with people really well if you do some kids songs that are sort of inexorably placed in their subconscious that they heard as kids. Maybe their mom sang it to them. This one, it goes like this. I'll give you a little bit of it. But a girl is singing to her. She's on a farm. Of course, everybody was on a farm in those days, and she said that fola is a horse, a fola. And she's saying, "You've been working so hard all week, you can have Sunday off." That's what the words are to that song. It's very cute. What else do you want to hear? Norwegian or American? Does not matter.
Ragtime.
Ragtime. How about a really famous ragtime? All right, I can play an infamous ragtime or a famous ragtime. All right. How about one from 1902?
Good.
You know something? This is a testament to how great Scott Joplin was, because how many songs can you name from 1902 that have made it? They made the cut all the way to 2021. It's hard enough to make the cut from 2020 to 2021, much less 120 years. Holy moly. Scott Joplin had it going on when he wrote this thing. Right? I'm going to see if I can still play it. I haven't played it in a long time. Shame on me. Let's see if I can do it. mean, you gotta have something special. It's built to last. These are time-tested works of distinction. These old songs. The newest. How about this? I'll play a song from within my lifetime. Okay, to show you that if you write the style and manner of that, it's probably built to last longer. Okay, I dare say. For example, I just got cranked louder. That's encouraging, I suppose. I play a song written in 1990 by a guy named Louis Mazetier. He's French. Okay, again, American music got heard around the world because it's good. It's good. I would match up American popular songbook music in the last 120 years with any artistic achievement in the last 500, including the Dutch Renaissance. Here's a piece dedicated to Louis. Take that back. Willie the Lion Smith. It's called "Look Up, Lion, I've Got You," written by an anesthesiologist named Louis Mazetier. He lives in Paris. He's about my age. Anesthesiologist. He does anything but put you to sleep, right? Louis Mazetier is a great guy and a really look him up online. He's really a terrific piano player, and he's again writing stuff still that sounds like this. So it doesn't matter what year you write it, I guess. Just as long as it. Louis Armstrong, was it Louis Armstrong or Duke Ellington? Correct me. I know there's a musical scholar told this group today. Who said it? Who said there's only two kinds of music? Good and bad. Was it Ellington? Was it Pops? Or was it both? The world may never know. Just like how many bites in a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know. Okay, somebody remember that. Okay. What else would we like to hear? Any requests? Which one? Is that? Did you say that? I love Earl Garner. Earl Garner, you know something? That man had, I swear to God, my dad said, you find me a guy who can play with two hands like that, and he's always going to work. So, tell you what, I'm going to play 1 O'Clock Jump the way Earl Garner might have played it, had he ever recorded. How about that? All right, that's my challenge for now. Let's see. aerobic workout for left hand. Man, that guy was strong. But Errol Garner's most famous song, of course, was this one. Wow. Song, anybody? Misty! That's right. Did you ever see that movie, Play Misty for me? I've never seen it. I was always kind of afraid to see it. I mean, should I see it?
Yes.
Okay, yes, definitely. Okay, that's it. We have an affirmative. Okay, then I will. What else do we know?
Imagination.
Imagination. Written by an 11-year-old kid. Did you know that?
You taught me that.
It's true. Jimmy Van Heusen. Now, James Van Heusen, whose real name is Edward Chester Babcock, you can understand why he changed his name. He was 11 years old. He was expelled from 3 different elementary schools. Man after my own heart. There you go. So Edward Chester Babcock, who changed his name to Jimmy Van Heusen because he saw it at Van Heusen shirt billboard, and he thought, Van Heusen. And he had an Uncle Jimmy, so Jimmy Van Heusen. There you go. Just like that. Great decisions are made just like that. He had a big crush on a girl when he was in 5th grade, one of the schools he was kicked out of. And he wrote a song for her. This is back in 1925, because he was born on the 26th of January of 1913 in Syracuse, area code 315. Yes. The old boy still got it. You know, the old library is right here in case I need to look it up. So I'd say I'll be right back. But I'm going to play Imagination. What key should I play Imagination? I need a number between 0 and 7. First one I hear.
Imagination.
Use your imagination. That's by Cole Porter, by the way. Cole Albert Porter, born on June 9th of 1891 in Peru, Indiana. Peru, Indiana. Yes, it's area code. It's also 812, believe it or not. Peru. No, I'm sorry. It's 765. I stand corrected. Oh, I'm losing it. Okay. Okay. Imagination. Okay. Written by an 11-year-old kid. Van Heusen, also known as Edward Chester Babcock. I think Johnny Burke wrote the words. Johnny Burke's birthday is March 18th. Famous March 18th birthday people include Queen Latifah, who was born 1970, and Vanessa Williams, born 1963. Irene Cara was born in 1959. Joe Locke was born in 1959 also. Let's see, who else? Oh, Rudolph Diesel, 1858. Let's see, who else? Charlie Pride, great country singer. And also Wilson Pitt, gonna wait for the midnight hour. That guy, 1941, he's born March 18th. Who else? March 18th, Sutton Foster, 1975? Yeah. Anyway, but I digress. Raphael, the painter, 1454. Today, at 1444, Botticelli was born on this day, May 17th of 1444. But that's the old calendar. Okay, what else? Where were we? It's Jackie McLean's birthday.
So in love.
Getting to know you and So in Love. Okay, I'll do it in chronological order. So in Love is 1948, and Getting to Know You is from King and I in 1951. Although it may have been written earlier, but we'll never know, will we? So in Love. What key should So in Love be in? This one.
Jon Ramirez. There's a pianist in Chicago named Jon Ramirez who's amazing. Okay, he's my best friend in the world. He has saved me from the throes of despair many a time. He is a friend like no other. And he hit me to this score. Okay, this is Eric Wolfgang Korngold. We were talking about him a little while ago. Born on the 29th of, or actually I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to the lady from Taiwan over there. His birthday is the 29th of May. Same as Eric Wolfgang Korngold. But never mind, pretend it was you. So Eric Korngold, he wrote this score for Elizabeth in Essex in 1939. There's this piece, and he played it at church one time. It goes like this. And And there you are, in Sydney. 28th of May, right? Can I say what year? I better not. Is in the prison awaiting, her rescue. Errol Flynn was going to rescue her, I guess. Errol Flynn, who killed Basil Rathbone about 8 times on the screen, right? If I'm not mistaken. He's died with his eyes open. Every time. I think it was a writer in his contract. He said, Flynn said, I got to kill Basil Rathbone. Possibly greatest swordsman ever in the cinema. Any case, but I digress. What else do we know? Any other, getting to know you? And he misbehaved. Fats Walden's birthday is coming up in 4 days, by the way, on the 21st. Passaic, New Jersey. Who's been to Passaic, New Jersey? Everybody. Or does it really exist? I'm not even sure. Okay, but getting to know you, that's for that. 1951. It's by Richard Rogers, who was born on, the heck is his birthday? 28th of June, same as Tierney said. 28th of June, not the same year though, 1902. I'm the ultimate stalker because I sat on the steps of Richard Rogers' boyhood home. I'm filled with shame, but I did it. I sat because I was touching the stairs, hoping his molecules, Richard Rogers' molecules, somehow it would permeate my brain and it would give me great melodies. In any case, Richard Rogers and Oscar Hammerstein, we talked about before. Let's see. So, getting to know you. Unfortunately, yes. Thank you. Okay.
Brown eyes.
Which one?
Brown eyes.
Brown eyes. I mean, green eyes. I know. I don't know a song called Brown Eyes. Is there a song called Brown Eyes? Brown Eyed Girl. Yeah, right. Yeah, don't make me brown eyes. Oh yeah, that's remember that one? That was Crystal Gale, right? Wasn't she the sister of Loretta Lynn? Yeah. Is that, talk about this song. Is this one? Is that the one? Nope. Okay. Well, I'll do it. I'm stuck with it now. Swing it. or not. One of the more memorable intros on a pop tune. Ever notice sometimes you know a song beaten before they hit letter A? Like here. Yeah, I know what that is. Doesn't that happen to you sometimes? You hear just, you know, or you hear. I know that. See, okay. What else do we know? Not either of those two songs, but what else? What else do we know? Which one? Song is You, and what was the other one? Oh, Amos Misbehaving. I forgot all about Amos Behaving. Oh my gosh. Amos Behaving. Now that was introduced by Louis Armstrong, by the way. In 1929, there was a show called Hot Chocolates, and it was at Connie's Inn, which was on 7th Avenue, about 131st Street. I'm pretty sure. It's not there anymore, but let's see. I'll play the verse, but I need a key. I need a number between 0 and 7. What'll it be? 1. Oh, 1 is the loneliest one. 1 flat or 1 sharp? 1 sharp, 1 singular sensation, 1 sharp, done deal. Here's the verse. Ooh, leader of the pack. My folks are always putting him down. See, get the picture? Where'd you meet him? Okay, here's the verse. I digressed, sorry. I'm allergic to pleasure. Misbehaving. Is ain't in the dictionary, by the way? Ain't? It is now, probably. Well, I mean, now there's various dictionaries. I mean, so ain't wasn't in there for a long time. Zillion is now in the dictionary. Okay? Skillion and Jillion are not. Okay. Zillion just says a large indeterminate number. of unknown number of zeros, like Google. Well, actually, we know how many zeros are in Google, don't we? Or Googleplex. Cinema Googleplex. All right, where were we? What else? What are the other requests? I heard something.
Old Devil
Song is You.
Song is You, that Old Devil Moon, chronologically. Okay. Song is You is 1932. It's from Music in the Air. That's by Jerome Kern, who was born on Mozart's 129th birthday. That would be 27th of January of 1885, because Mozart was born in 1756 on that date. But I digress. Lyricist Oscar Hammerstein, who we talked about before. I think his birthday is, I'm so not correct about this. I want to say, is it December 6th, 1896? I don't know. Not sure. Okay, Song is You. What key?
Flat.
E flat? Which one?
Yeah.
E flat. I hear music when I look at you. How about that? The beautiful dream, beautiful theme of every dream I ever knew. Down deep in my heart, I hear it play. I hear it start and then melt away. How do you like that? Boy. I hear music when I touch your hand. The beautiful rhapsody from some enchanted land. Down deep in my heart, I hear it say, "Is this the day?" I alone have heard this lovely strain. I alone have heard its glad refrain. Must it be forever inside of me? Why can't I let it go? Why can't I let you know? Why can't I let you know the song I heard sing? It's the beautiful rhapsody of love and youth and spring. The music is sweet, the words are true, the song is you. Wow, I remembered all 64 bars. Yes. The old boy still got it. What are you gonna do? Okay, 1932. And the other song was That Old Devil Moon, 1946. It was written, it came out in 47. Sung by Ella Logan, am I correct, in Phineas Rainbow? You know who Ella Logan's niece was? Born on the 25th of July of 1930, Annie Ross. The great vocalist Annie Ross. I still can't wrap my mouth around the phrase, the late Annie Ross. She was too good to be true. In any case, Ella Logan sang, and I need a key, 0 to 7. What's it gonna be?
7.
7. I love 7. Lucky 7. Come on, 7. Flats or sharps?
Sharp.
7 sharps. Why not? Hey, what the heck? Okay. jazz people out there. What was I playing at the end?
Killer Joe. Killer Joe.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you so much for being here. Send my love right back to your wonderful mom and dad and the whole family. How about that? Amy Ramirez. Yeah, what was I talking about? Killer Joe. Yeah, Killer Joe. Get this. I had a gig with Benny Golson. By the way, his birthday is the 25th of January. I played 2 sets with Benny Golson one time. He's one of 2 surviving people on the Great Day in Harlem picture taken by Art Kane back in 1958 for Vanity Fair. Anyway, I digress. What was I going to say? Oh, he told me a story. He said he woke up in the middle of the night one time. He had this brilliant song idea, as we all do. You know, we have some idea that, you know, if you write it down, document it. You know, always. He said, I turned on the tape recorder and I recorded it. The next morning I listened to it and it was. I wrote Stardust. Didn't mean to. I also said, how many endings or how many bridges of Killer Joe did you write? Which would be a great name of a coffee house. Wouldn't it be Killer Joe? What do you think? Between that or Hey Joe. Does anybody know that? Hey Joe by you guys, okay. So that'd be good, or Cool Beans. That'd be another good coffee house. Yeah. Okay, well, where are we in? What do you want to hear? What have I missed? In a sentimental mood. Oh, not I'm getting sentimental over you.
And someone at last.
At last. You know something? I had a gig when I was 16 with these seasoned jazz veterans, and every song that we played, they had an alternate title for. It's kind of like they had some corrupted, usually dirty rewriting of the title or some lyric in the thing. And I won them over when somebody had requested, I'm getting sentimental over you. I said to the guys, I'm getting wet cement all over you. I was in. Anyway, so between that and also going like Mickey Rooney. I was into that one too. But okay, but you actually asked for in a sentimental mood, yeah, Duke Ellington, the great Duke Ellington, born on my mother's birthday, the 29th of April. How karmic is that? How lucky is that? Not the same year, okay? Mother was born a little bit later. Duke was born in D.C. in 1899. What key for in a sentimental mood? D. D is in Duke. to be 1% of the composer of Duke Ellington was. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Who else would be
Someone at last?
at last?
From this moment on?
From this moment on, coming up. At Last was written in 1942. It was from Orchestra Wives, is that correct?
Oh, I thought it was the one by
Sun Valley Serenade?
Star is Born, the Garland version, 1954. Someone at last.
Oh, no, you got me there. I thought you said At Last. Okay.
Okay, then how about Love for Sale?
Love for Sale, that's 1930. That's Love for Sale was from a show called The New Yorkers. This song was banned for a short time because the lyrics were considered too risque, which made people all the more curious. So this is not the first time in American history we've dealt with lyric censorship. And all it does is make people more curious and make something enormously more popular. It's almost a good promotion technique to say, no, this is too... And then people will rush out to get it. So, Love for Sale, yeah. out right here in New York City. It was on Broadway. Other big songs there was another big song from that show called Let's Fly Away. And I learned it from Doris Day. When I was a kid, my dad had maybe 75 records by the time I was like 4 years old. And I think 74 of them were Doris Day singing standards, okay? So I got to hear Doris Day sing a lot, which is good. She was terrific. I mean, I got to give it up. I mean, for Squeaky Clean Image, man, she made a lasting impact on me, and I got to hear the melodies sung correctly. This is a song called Let's Fly Away from that same musical. Let's fly away and find a land that's warm and tropic, where inhibitions are the topic of the long day. Let's fly away and find a place that's so provincial, we'll never hear what Walter Winchell may be forced to say. I'll make your life sublime, far across the blue. I'll take up all your time, compromising you. Let's fly away. That's when it wasn't bad. Let's fly away, something, something, something. New York is not for me, let's fly away.
Flying home.
Which one?
Flying home.
Flying home. Oh, there we go. I wish. Let me. Hey, hold on. Let me see. I don't think the manufacturer did not intend for this to happen, but I can see. Nope. There we go. By the way, and I think it was nominated for an Oscar, or was it? It was from about 4 years ago. It was written by Clint Eastwood with Tierney Sutton, who shares a birthday with Richard Rodgers, 28th of June. But I digress. And I don't even know how that one goes. I Which one? Here's That Rainy Day. Here's That Rainy Day was from a show that lasted 6 nights on Broadway. Written by the aforementioned Jimmy Van Heusen, whose real name, anybody, if you remember this, oh, this is Edward Chester Babcock. Yeah, I know. No quiz, don't worry, it's not quiz. That's, which one? Do. There's 2 songs called Do. Interesting, and then it remind me, okay? But I am going to play Here's That Rainy Day because it's a great song introduced by John Raitt. Oh my gosh, you know who John Raitt was? He was Billy Bigelow. He sang that high B flat at the end of the about the soliloquy.
Carousel.
Yeah, and there was go on and make it and please it or take it. Most of the Gordon McRae goes on die, but he went oh die.
And Jan Clayton.
See?
Jan Clayton was, I think, the first female.
Yeah, and she was, if I'm not mistaken, nominated for, or she won a Tony for this okay, it goes like this. What key? I need a key for this one. I don't know why I hit that high B flat. I didn't mean to scare you. I scared them. I gotta tell you this. I scared some kids. I have to digress and tell you this. I was in Peru, in Lima, Peru. Who wasn't, right? I'm in Lima, Peru, walking down the street. I was there for maybe 2 hours, and I saw some girls at high school or college. I can't tell anymore. Everybody's like 90 years younger than me. They're looking at their phone and they're going like, they're singing. What is it? I paid my dues. I've done my time. I've served my sentence, but committed no crime. I'm watching them sing this Freddie Mercury song, and I'm powerless to resist. I figured nobody knows me, so why not? And bad mistakes. And they look. I've made a few. I've had my share of sand kicked in my face when I've come through.
Crazy gringo.
Followed by uproarious laughter, because the last thing I expected the 57-year-old man to do is that. So I made friends fast, but I digress. Maybe I should have said. There should be a verse in this song. I've lost my orals. Who's John Wright's daughter? You guys are so unbelievably good. You know how comfortable you're making me feel just by knowing all this stuff? Because sometimes I feel like I'm saying this stuff and I'm thinking like I'm just talking to myself, but I'm not. You guys are so brilliant. I can't stand it. It's so good. Okay, what else are we gonna play? We're gonna play another song. Well, let me show you something, okay? We appreciate your feedback. Here, this is. Did anybody see my tie? Yeah. All right. Can anybody identify the person on this tie? That is Art Tatum. I had Art Tatum painted on a tie. That's how much I love Art Tatum. Okay? Art Tatum was, I think he's from the future. Okay, I think he's a time traveler. He's so far ahead of 2021. And he was born on October 13th of 1909. Okay? And I have baked a cake on his birthday, okay? And I usually I'll bake a cake on Thelonious Monk's birthday, which is the 10th of October, so it's just an excuse, any excuse to make a cake, right? But Art Tatum, Art Tatum didn't write all that much stuff, but what he would do with a song is he would just turn it inside out. He would take to wit. I will attempt to be 1% of Art Tatum right now, okay? I can bare my soul. Here's a guy, I could not touch 1% of what he does. He was blind, okay? On top of the insult to injury, he was the eighth wonder of the world because he was blind and he can do all this stuff and he's barely moving when he's doing it. I will give you my layman's interpretation of how Art Tatum may have played Snuggled on Your Shoulder, which is by Carmen Lombardo, Guy Lombardo's brother, okay? All right, the song goes like, the way Art Tatum may have played it, had he done it. Had he ever played a song by Guy Lombardo or Carmen Lombardo, who would have sung something, I mean, he would have done about 8,000 times as many notes and much more intelligently. What have I missed? What have I not played? Do Do Do. Okay, there are two songs called Do Do Do. Okay, there's one by Gershwin from a show called OK. Gertrude Lawrence sang it. There's a song from Germany called Do Do Do, D-U, meaning you, you, you. The Ames brothers did it. It goes like a you, 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 I'm a you, you. But I digress. Anyway, Do Do Do, let me think. I gotta think how the verse goes. It's a good verse. I'll think of it. But the melody, the refrain is like this. I just so married. Okay, it's a. Confused with Do Do Do, the famous German song. No! Marco Panacea. This is one of the greatest bass players in the world right here. Marco Panacea. You're skinny, man. What happened to you? You in the Olympics? Or? Check you out, man. Oh, that bicycle. That's see, this is the reason I got this in front of my stomach, so. Oh, it's not the only curve we want to flatten, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. What else we know? What other?
Blackbird.
As time goes by,
if you knew Susie, like I knew Susie, oh, what a girl. That's all I know of that song. Oh, what a girl. I used to, my grandfather would sing that in the bathtub. Wave. Okay, I want to get them all. Okay, wave. Okay, let me do, I'm going to do two songs at the same time. Is that okay? Is that allowed? Okay. I'm doing Wave by Antonio Carlos Jobim, who was born on the 25th of January of 1927. Thank God. Okay, so he wrote that, and Richie Blackmore wrote a song, well, you'll hear it. A song I called Small Cousin Walter, okay? All right? When I was 11 years old, I sang this. So I sang, Small Cousin Walter, on fire in the sky. Okay, I got laughed out of 5th grade. I was cool for a minute, and then I was uncool. So here is Wave by Antonio Carlos Jobim with Richie Blackmore's Small Cousin Walter. song's written in 1969, if I'm not mistaken. How about that? For a karmic connection. Yeah, what else do we know?
Bye Bye Blackbird.
Bye Bye Blackbird. Didn't mean. I swear I did not intentionally do that, but okay. Sometimes you just can't. You can't put the brakes on. What else? What have I missed? As time goes by. Okay, 1931 is written by a guy named Herman Hupfeld, who was born on the 1st of February of 1894. Same birthday as John Ford, the great director, and James B. Johnson. I have a tie with James B. Johnson on it, by the way. Okay, but I digress. Herman Hupfeld. Nobody names their kid Herman anymore. Herman Hupfeld scored a Broadway musical called Everybody's Welcome, and a woman named Frances Williams, about whom it's been said, whatever happened to Frances Williams? Frances Williams got up and she sang this song about this fast. Familiar? Okay, what happened is that this show ran 172 performances. It was a marginal hit. You know, people kind of forgot about that song maybe 6 months later, until 1942. Now, Warner Brothers is making Casablanca, right? Because everybody thinks it's from Casablanca, but no, it had a life before. And, you know, the most famous person to record it before 1942 was Rudy Valley, who had his, you know, raccoon coat and his Stutz Bearcat, you know, it's very 1931. And the song was, you know, kind of buried. And then they were looking for a song for Rick and Ilsa in Casablanca. They thought, we need something from about 1930. Stardust. No, we can't afford that. It's too much money. Body and Soul. No, publishing's too complicated. How about, they went through, nope, 100 songs. Somebody finally said, how about as time goes by? How's that go? Okay, now some genius. Perhaps it was Michael Curtiz, the director of the film. Perhaps it was Dooley Wilson, the guy who looks like he's playing piano, but he's not. Look real close. Milli Vanilli. Okay, but not even close. He's great. Dooley was a brilliant actor. He was a wonderful drummer and a terrific singer. He wasn't playing the piano. I'm telling you right now. I'm not gonna lie. He wasn't playing piano. And one of those people said, "What if we did it at half tempo?" That's what I'm talking about, right? They knew this was their song. They said, this has got to be it. This is it. Chicago, and some woman was waiting about 10 minutes for a drink, and without missing a beat, I said, "Ma'am, is there something I could play while you're?" She goes, "How about as time goes by?" I said, "I'm stealing that." So, really happened. What else? I got. It's 2:29. I think they got
From this moment on.
From this moment on. Wasn't that from the movie version of Kiss Me Kate? I don't know. Let's see. I gotta choose a key. Somebody give me a number between 0 and 7. First one I hear. 3.5. Oh, we went quarter step. I don't have a whammy bar in here. I'm Jacob Collier.
5.
5. Okay, a handful. There we go. 5 flats or sharps.
Flat.
5 flats. With a Horace Silver key. It's been a great day in Harlem. Thank you very much. I'll be back in about 22 hours. Maybe I'll even show up early. Bring your requests, please. Thank you very much. Thank you. All our musical guests. If I forget anybody's song, I really apologize. I'll do it tomorrow, I swear to God. Just make me a list and I'll check it twice. Frank's list. Hello.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
And well, I'd love to get you recorded because I'm a member of the Players.
Yes, am I? I'm kind of not a member, but I'm doing a gig there.